update on that gas leak in the city's West End yesterday. It's been determined that shortly after 11 a.m., fire crews responded to a high-pressure gas line puncture on People's Road. The gas line was secured and shut off by Union Gas, and the area was evacuated. Crews ventilated the building after the leak was contained. There were no injuries to report, and the road is no longer blocked off. This year, Sault College welcomed a record number of international students to its campus, with more than 420 representing 15 countries from around the world. As a leader in providing part-time employment opportunities to the city's international students, the two McDonald's locations have hired about 50 international students since February 2018. McDonald's has had some difficulty recruiting part-time workers, and the organization willingly and enthusiastically hired many of our students to help fill this gap. This work not only helps students gain valuable work experience, it also provides them with an all-encompassing community experience. A volcano erupted today on the same central Indonesian island struck last week by a powerful earthquake and tsunami, and authorities warned planes about volcanic ash in the air. No evacuations were immediately ordered. The City of Sault Ste. Marie is advising you that voter notification cards for the upcoming election will begin arriving in mailboxes this week. Voters who do not receive a You Vote At card or have incorrect information on their card can add their name or update their information at saultestemarie.ca/elections. Voters are asked to bring their voter notification card to advance voting or to their voting location on Election Day, along with a piece of identification that shows your name and your address. The voter notification card is not an acceptable piece of identification. As you may know, along with Timmins, Sault Ste. Marie is in the running to build a ferrochrome production facility. The Noront Resources CEO said that once a community is selected, a comprehensive multi-year environmental assessment process will start. Only if the project passes stringent environmental regulations will any construction begin. The facility is expected to employ between 300 and 500 people directly, along with more than 1,000 indirectly through suppliers and other businesses. Construction of the FPF is estimated to cost between $600 and $800 million. Production is expected to begin with 5 to 10 years. On TV's Lynn Brown spoke to two well-known environmental advocates to begin the dialogue about the potential impacts of the facility.
At this point, I think there's a lot of information that we don't have.
Okay.
And when it was first proposed, they mentioned that there was going to be public awareness and information sessions and consultation, and I think they've really fallen short on that. And now that we're at a position where we're one of two municipalities being considered at this point, I am really wanting to have a lot more information to know what the environmental impacts are, what the health impacts are, what the economic impacts are, because it's a huge opportunity or not.
Finding out what the politicians know about ferrochrome and the smelting process. I've done quite a bit of reading as to what's happening with ferrochrome around the world, reading on the health aspects, and frankly, there are some deep concerns. And the long-term environmental impacts, even of the mining of the ferrochrome in the first place. I think we have to look at that as well as a society, not just as a local issue.